If the Canada-China investment treaty is not passed, what happens to the other side of the coin, by which I think you mean what happens to the Canadian companies investing in China?
That's correct.
They will be stuck with the vagaries of a non-existent rule of law operating in China. But the risk to Canada in terms of cost-benefit analysis, and the other side of it is, how much chance do those companies have of actually winning in an arbitration that starts with a 6-month diplomatic wrangle between Canada and the People's Republic of China?
But could that be setting a precedent now for the rest of...
No other investor-state agreement that I've seen includes a 6-month diplomatic wrangle between two governments with no transparency. So I think that the benefits to the Canadian companies in China may prove illusory if they start by raising a concern and the first phase is diplomatic, which means, by its very terms, not just, say, Scotiabank and the People's Republic of China, but Canada being drawn into that with Scotiabank, or maybe Scotiabank's not even in the room, I'm using them as an example, but there are a lot of Canadian companies that want to do business in China. Diplomatic, again, suggests to me we're talking the People's Republic of China sitting down in a room, its representatives with the government of Canada, and who says uncle first?
Well, what I also meant by that is reciprocal cooperations to other countries. Would that be setting a precedent?
Well, no, I think precedents to other countries, I mean, specific treaties apply specifically. So there'll be precedents in terms of, I think the Australian decision could well be a precedent. Other countries could think, we don't want to negotiate investor-state agreements anymore. But if Canada, my plea to the Conservatives has been, even if you love this treaty, that's another question, give it the same opt-out clause as NAFTA. Go back to the People's Republic of China and say, you can only get this treaty passed in Canada with the support of the Canadian people if there's an opt-out in 6 months instead of an opt-out in 31 years. And I think if that were there, even though I don't like the treaty, at least we would have some chances to avoid the implications of it for, essentially forever. Because 31 years is, in this context, pretty much forever in terms of having our resources taken over.